In an intriguing move before the NFL trade deadline, the Dallas Cowboys made headlines by trading for Jonathan Mingo, a young, promising receiver who was previously a second-round pick by the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys traded away a fourth-round pick to secure Mingo, adding some much-needed depth to their receiving core. However, even with Mingo now on the roster, analysts are predicting that the Cowboys aren't done adding talent to their offense. Many believe the team will seek another young, high-caliber wide receiver in the upcoming offseason to further boost their passing game. A recent 2025 NFL mock draft from Bleacher Report suggests that the Cowboys may use their first-round pick, which is currently projected to be number 11 overall, to target Arizona Wildcats standout receiver Tetairoa McMillan. Standing at an imposing 6'5" and weighing 212 pounds, McMillan is a huge target and a red zone specialist. Known for his physical presence, he excels in contested catches and has a knack for making big plays that could add a whole new dimension to the Cowboys' offense. Dane Parson of Bleacher Report commented on this possible selection, saying, "McMillan is a big-time playmaker with the ball in his hands. Whether running routes, working the middle of the field, or dominating at the catch point, his skill set would benefit Dallas offense. Lamb needs a reliable receiver to feast against favorable coverages and possibly pull defensive attention away from him. McMillan is the guy for the job." McMillan has consistently put up impressive numbers. This season alone, he has recorded 63 catches for over 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns, showcasing both his consistency and his ability to break big plays. His sophomore year was even more remarkable, with 90 receptions, over 1,400 yards, and 10 touchdowns, cementing his reputation as a reliable scorer and game-changer. With his track record of finding the end zone, McMillan could be exactly the type of player Dallas needs to take some of the pressure off their star receiver, CeeDee Lamb, who has been struggling to carry the offense single-handedly this season. If the Cowboys are able to land McMillan with their first-round pick, he could transform the receiving core. The current roster has struggled to establish a solid number 2 receiver, and McMillan's presence could open up new opportunities for Lamb, forcing defenses to shift their focus and creating more favorable matchups. Furthermore, if Mingo, the recent acquisition, develops as hoped, the Cowboys' offense could soon feature a robust receiving duo alongside Lamb, greatly enhancing their aerial threat. The decision to trade for Mingo, however, hasn't been universally popular among fans or analysts. Some critics argue that the Cowboys might have paid too high a price for a player with limited NFL experience, questioning whether giving up a fourth-round pick was wise given Mingo's potential but unproven track record. Others see it as a savvy move, a calculated gamble by Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, who's betting on Mingo's raw talent and upside to flourish within the Cowboys system. The Cowboys' midseason struggles have intensified the debate around their draft and trade strategies. Following a difficult loss to the Atlanta Falcons in Week 9, the Cowboys have slid in the standings and now find themselves just outside the top 10 in draft order. Dallas has suffered from a series of injuries to key players, which has hindered their season and exposed the need for additional depth, particularly on offense. With the possibility of acquiring another young talent like McMillan, the team could make a significant step toward long-term stability. The Cowboys' front office has some critical decisions ahead as they balance short-term needs with long-term planning. Should they continue building around Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and an emerging receiver group with players like Mingo and possibly McMillan, they could set themselves up for an explosive offense in the near future. However, they will need to navigate the challenges of salary cap constraints and the need for defensive reinforcements, especially given the frequency of injuries affecting key players this season. As the Cowboys season unfolds, fans are eager to see how their latest addition, Jonathan Mingo, performs, and they're closely watching the team's draft position for next season. The chance to draft a player like McMillan, who could become a new offensive focal point, adds an extra layer of excitement to what's already shaping up to be a pivotal offseason for the Cowboys. With speculation swirling around the team's future moves and trade decisions, it's clear that the Cowboys are focused on positioning themselves as a top contender in the coming years. As fans look forward to more updates on this evolving story, the promise of a dynamic new receiver in McMillan has sparked a fresh wave of anticipation. The Dallas Cowboys season has gone from bad to worse, leaving fans and players reeling after a heartbreaking loss to the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday night. The 27-20 defeat was painful enough, but the fallout has been even more devastating. Standout linebacker DeMarvion Overshown has suffered a severe knee injury that could keep him sidelined until the 2026 season. The injury occurred in the fourth quarter in an unfortunate sequence where Bengals center Ted Karras landed awkwardly on Overshown's right leg. The linebacker was visibly in agony and was immediately ruled out for the remainder of the 2024 season. To make matters worse, reports indicate Overshown tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL, an injury so severe that it casts significant doubt on his ability to return to form, even with the best medical care. Cowboys cornerback Jordan Lewis summed up the feelings of fans and teammates alike, calling the injury sickening. It's a sentiment echoed across the fan base, which had grown to appreciate Overshown's dynamic play and potential as a defensive leader. The emotional toll of this loss is undeniable, not just for Overshown, but for a team that has seen its hopes for a deep playoff run dwindle. Overshown, drafted 90th overall in 2023, has already faced more adversity than most players his age. He missed his entire rookie season due to a torn ACL, making this his second major knee injury before turning 25. Despite these challenges, Overshown was a bright spot for Dallas in 2024 with 90 tackles, 5 sacks, and an interception that he returned for a touchdown. His ability to make plays all over the field had cemented him as a key piece of the Cowboys' defensive future. With Overshown out, the Cowboys will likely turn to Marist Liufau, their third-round pick in 2024, to step up. While Liufau has shown potential, he's still unproven compared to the polished and dynamic Overshown. The Cowboys may also explore free agency or trade options to bolster their linebacker core, but filling the void left by Overshown is a tall order. Speculation is already swirling about Overshown's long-term future. 2 major knee injuries in consecutive seasons raise serious concerns about his durability and ability to return to elite form. Even if he returns in 2026, will he still possess the explosiveness and range that made him a rising star? Or will these setbacks permanently alter the trajectory of his career? The Cowboys, now 9-5, are still in playoff contention, but face an uphill battle. The loss to the Bengals was made worse by critical mistakes, including a fumbled recovery attempt on a blocked punt that handed Cincinnati the ball back at a crucial moment. With 4 games left in the season, the team's margin for error is razor-thin. Losing a playmaker like Overshown only compounds the challenges. For fans and the organization, the hope is that Overshown's resilience will shine through once again. The road to recovery will be grueling, and the timeline uncertain. But if Overshown can return to the player he once was, his story could become one of triumph over adversity. Until then, the Cowboys will need to regroup and focus on salvaging what's left of their season, knowing that one of their brightest young stars won't be back for a long time. The Dallas Cowboys are entering what many are calling silly season after their playoff hopes took a significant hit in a frustrating 27-20 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. The game, which saw Dallas muff a punt blocked in Bengals territory, was a heartbreaker for a team that had shown promise in recent weeks with back-to-back wins. Now, attention is shifting toward the future of the franchise, and speculation is ramping up about who will lead the team next year. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy finds himself at the center of these discussions. Entering the final year of his contract, McCarthy's future has been a hot topic. While some key voices within the organization, like Cowboys legend Troy Aikman and defensive star Micah Parsons, have voiced their support for keeping McCarthy, others are questioning whether a change is needed to take the team to the next level. But what truly set the rumor mill ablaze this week was an eye-opening statement from Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Speaking to Dallas radio station 105.3 The Fan, Jones heaped praise on former New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick, who is arguably the most decorated coach available in the market. Belichick, known for his unparalleled football acumen and leadership, has been rumored as a potential target for the Cowboys for nearly a year. In his remarks, Jones didn't hold back, saying, "I don't know that I've seen a coach available with his stature. He's got a lot of gas left in his tank. A lot. He's savvy. He knows the personnel all over the league. There's no learning curve there." Jones even went on to describe Belichick as the type of leader who could run a major company, emphasizing his unmatched ability to execute strategies and win games. While Jones stopped short of saying the Cowboys are actively pursuing Belichick, the timing of these comments is intriguing. Belichick has also reportedly been in talks for other coaching opportunities, including a potential role in North Carolina. Still, the possibility of Belichick heading to Dallas raises fascinating questions about what the future could hold for America's team. Would Belichick's leadership and tactical genius be the missing ingredient for a franchise desperate for another Super Bowl run? Or would the transition bring its own challenges, given Belichick's famously demanding style and the cultural shift it might require? For now, the Cowboys must decide whether to stick with McCarthy or make a bold move to bring in a proven winner like Belichick. This decision could define the next era of Cowboys football, especially as the team faces mounting pressure to capitalize on its talented roster and end its decades-long championship drought. With a few games left in the season, the drama surrounding the Cowboys is only just beginning. Whether Jerry Jones' praise of Belichick is a calculated move to gauge public opinion or a genuine hint at the future, one thing is clear: change could be coming to Dallas.